we'll just start now because we didn't do a whole lot. And for people watching, all we did was go get Millennia's Great Rune. Alright. Great Rune for the Shard Bearer Millennia. The blessing of this half-rotted rune reduces the healing power of the blasting tears. And yet, due to the infusion of Millennia's Spirit of Resistance, attacks made immediately after receiving damage will partially recover HP. Millennia is the daughter to Queen Marika and Radagon, and her Great Rune should have been the most sacred of all. Now, we know through Corrin's story that Marika and Radagon are the same person. So that is already a interesting scenario. But that's also why it's not true. So yeah, this Great Rune is actually really good. Granted, your flasks heal less, but they already heal so much anyway. And it gives you a Bloodborne feel to the game at that point. Because the mechanic that they're talking about, if I recall, they added that Bloodborne first. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, because I might be wrong. I don't remember that being in the Souls games. And I've barely played Demon's Souls. So I feel like I'm right. But doesn't mean I am. So basically anytime you get hit, if you follow up afterwards before the time frame allotted, you will heal a portion of the damage you do. So you can potentially heal all the damage you took back, depending on how quick you do it, things like that. Anyway, we're gonna go to the Church of Repose, where we fought Okina. Now we are gonna continue the story finally. Now we're heading over to that big bowl. You'll notice there's a lot of giants around here. Makes sense, right? It's the mountaintop of giants. You don't have an idea of what we're about to do, though. Okay. I am looking for something. Just because you haven't noticed through the playthrough, and I've said it once before, I want to use all the summons I can, if I can find them, just so that you can see and experience them, if you haven't before. I have done all the fights without the gold summons. I refuse to do it without the spirits. But there is a summon you can use for this boss fight. I just don't remember where it is. And I could have swore it was out here, but I might not be able to get it. I'm going to check real quick before we move on. Okay, so it's in the fight. Cool. Because I might be at the wrong door. Which is fine by me. I don't like this door anyway. It's too far away if I do die. And it's a little far away. Well, you'll understand. So we'll go to this other door. And if we don't see it, that sucks. If we do see it, cool. The one downside to summons in this fight, you'll see pretty quickly if it happens with NPC summons, but it'll be okay. There he is. Here's our friend Alexander. Of course. Oh, and there's the boss. Of course we're going to summon Alexander for this fight. Why would we not? Like, that's our boy. Now you'll notice, because we have a cooperative summon, I can't use Torrent. Now that doesn't seem weird, because generally in boss fights you can't use Torrent. But this boss fight, you can use Torrent. But because we're using Alexander, I cannot. Now you'll notice I only have 2 spots I can attack this guy on. But that is 1 more spot than most bosses. You also notice the spot I can attack him on is that leg is messed up. Like, he's got like a splint on it. Oh, we broke the splint, and we knocked his ass down. He rolled. Oh god. His fire attacks are not fun. Especially the flame spear. Ow. I was trying to bait the flame spear. That's not how I wanted to bait the flame spear. I did not want my mimic caught in it. So Alexander actually kind of hurts you for this fight. Not because he's weak. He's not overly strong. But because you can't use Torrent. And with how quickly the fire giant can move around, not having Torrent is actually a detriment. Alright. We broke his leg. He doesn't like that. Something I haven't drawn attention to yet. We ripped that bitch off. Something I have not drawn attention to yet is his stomach. Yeah. The game kind of does that itself. The stomach had another face on it. Now the only places I can target this guy are his stomach face and his hand. Now that doesn't really fucking help me, because I can't really hit either of those. Now he's got a lot of fucking health. And just like before, he can move very quickly. And now he's got much more resistance to my sword. Ow. I think that's the first time he's actually hit me and not the fucking mimic on this phase. We got him. So he can be much worse than that if I'm not paying attention. Especially when I summon Alexander. I'm actually pretty close to where I needed to be. There should be a grace here somewhere. There it is. You'll notice I got a lot less runes from that than I did for Melania and Moog. Because Melania and Moog, 1, were great rune bosses, and 2, they were optional. Like, they are considered by the game much harder bosses than the Fire Giant. Now, they are. Mo, once you get high enough, isn't, in my opinion. I haven't been reading these. I should have been reading these. Remembrance of the Fire Giant, hewn into the Erd Tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the Finger Reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. I don't know why I read that. Anyway, the Fire Giant is a survivor of the war against the Giants. Upon realizing the flames of their forge would never die, Queen Marika marked him with a curse. O trifling giant, mayest thou tend thy flame for eternity. Well, that goes into detail with her Golden Order and how she removed death from the world. So that wasn't necessarily a curse so much as a promise. But, you know, things are made to be broken, and now that the Death Rune is shattered, to an extent, things are falling apart. But our next goal is to go up here. Fortunately, I'm hearing dogs again. I don't know why. I have to go check on that. I will return shortly. Ah, shit. It's quiet in the house because nobody's here right now, and I'm streaming, so they can't hear the stuff going on in my room anymore. I normally have everything through my speakers, uh, unless I'm streaming. Then it's all through the headset, just so that you guys don't hear feedback and shit. Because we don't do that. Anyway, because it's so quiet, they can hear like the children are playing outside. It's Sunday. No one has school, and it's actually nice outside, so they're outside. Uh, so the neighbor kids are out being loud and whatever. And they don't like that. They don't know what it is. So they have to be loud about it. Not that you guys can hear it,
This
but
world is in dire need of repair and death. Indiscriminate. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin?
so this is the scene that changes based on if you take the French Flame ending or not. And it also changes the ending based on if you do this before or after you take that, and if you even take the Frenzy Flame ending. But if I do the Frenzy Flame ending cutscene before this, and then drop out of it, it doesn't change anything. So there's no point skipping this so that you, like, you'll see. I might skip it when we actually do the Frenzy Flame ending. But just so that we get all the cutscenes for it.
Very well. Let my hand rest upon you.
Because we do have to do the Frenzy
But
Flame
a
ending to
moment.
get platinum. And I might show you what I was talking about with like doing the other thing we could do here. Made me pass out. So here's the giant sword. Said to be the only flame to be able to destroy the Erd tree. This needs kindling. Here's our kindling. If you didn't understand where that was going, with all the cutscenes we allowed Melania to talk about in the figure reader, I don't know what to tell you.
O Erd tree, you shall burn.
But yeah. So Melania acts as a sacrifice to burn the Erd tree.
Burn for the sake of the new Lord.
Which more or less puts the end, an official end to the Golden Order, but not entirely yet.
Thank you for guiding me here.
She's so composed for being lit on fire. Like, that's supposed to be one of the most painful ways to die. Here she is, kind of chilling. I mean, she is
Walks alongside flame.
the daughter of a demigod.
Shall one day meet the road of destined death.
Being a daughter of Marika.
Goodbye.
I don't know who her father is, though. I don't remember. I don't think she was Melania and Mikola's sibling, like full sibling. I don't think her father's Radagon, but at the same time, I don't know if her father's Godfrey. I almost said his original name. We don't know that yet. Anyway, welcome. Ferrum Azula. Didn't pop up yet, but that's where we are. We are in Ferrum Azula. Or as they call it in the game, crumbling Ferrum Azula. For obvious reasons, right? It's fucking falling apart. This has one of the most interesting level design of the game. Crumbling Ferrum Azula. So the entire area is surrounding this storm. Which, if you remember Mikola's needle, mentioned we can only use it in the heart of the storm. First thing I want to do, and I'm not going to fight all these guys. These are the Ferrum Azula soldiers that I mentioned before. We've fought a few of these previously. My only goal right now is to get this lit. And maybe not die, but probably die. Well, the other two are nice. Oh, he knocked me out of my class. Wow. Alright, we're down to one. Down to none. We had no reason to do that. We could have just died, but I might as well not have to pick up my runes and teleport back. Now, since we did that, I don't think I have enough to level. Fucking like I've got 72, 87. Oh, I do. Please hold. Where we're going, I don't want to have any runes on me, because I'm probably going to die more times doing what we're about to do than what I did in every section up to this point. Short 2,000. That's fine. Definitely have 2,000 in here. Anyway, I'm gonna level my arcane real quick. I want to get it to 30, at least 30. Before I level, I want to get my endurance to 45, and I want to get my vigor to 50. Not that I need vigor 50 for the base game. It's just I want to prep for the DLC before we get there. Having a lot of damage is nice, but it's not the end all. So we basically have the entire map uncovered. So this is the whole map. So you know how I said the map got bigger and bigger and bigger? Well, it finally did, and we are seeing all of it, including down here. So, granted, there's still more map, but that's DLC. We can't count that. So, first we're going to go to the table and see what I can do with that fire giant. Table has changed, by the way. There's a few things I can do here.
You've done it, I see. What use do you have for me now? I am a finger reader. I will remain here until their dialogue ends and the fingers speak again. Do as you please. Take whatever course seems most worthy to you. Now you may go. You'd force this tired old crone to work, even now.
Yes.
Harder taskmaster have I never met.
But I need shit. Well, fuck it. I need 10k runes to get the red braids, so I'll probably wait. I can also buy Melania's and Loretta's. There's also the Briar gear and Y'all's gear. And Margot's gear and Moog's gear. So I can buy a lot of gear now that I did not buy. We'll do that at some point. Alright, so Roderica's up here now.
The round table hold is burned. Razed to the ground. Don't worry. I don't blame you. I'll
Blame
continue
me.
Spirit tuning just the same as before, which is why I need your help persuading Master Hugh to leave. His roots are so knotted in this place. He won't last much longer if he stays here. His shackles are broken. He's a free man now. It's high time he put the round table behind him.
But he won't. Well, let's go talk to this fucker. There aren't a lot of people left in the round table at this point. Especially since we did all the quests, one way or another. Usually, I still have Dung Eater's invasion here, and Nephili Lu, because I never do their quest. But in this scenario, they're gone. Thea's gone because we did her quest. Dee's gone because we continued Thea's quest. Roger will die regardless. Carlin always leaves, and Yalos always leaves. What happens to those two depends on if you do their quests or not. Alright, so he won't leave. That's what he just told us. Like, fuck you, I ain't leaving.
I see. Oh, is that right? So Master Hugh won't listen to you either. You have my thanks regardless. I'll try and talk him round next time. I know he was given this great entreaty to craft a weapon which could slay a god. Though I can't help but think of it as a curse. A fearsome curse. Put on him by Queen Marika. And if that's the case, I'm not sure there's anything we can do.
Probably not. She should end up going back to her spot. I think. I don't remember. I don't really care. It doesn't matter either way. I've already got my mimic maxed out.
You burned the Erd tree, didn't you? Then the round table is soon to follow. No need to fret about that. The round table holds serve to put a tarnished upon the throne of Elden Lord. And if the Erd tree needed to burn for that to happen, then the round table must go as well. So the secret medallions led you to the land of the Halig tree.
I forgot to come talk to this guy, so I might not be able to get the last thing from him if he even gave me anything.
Well, if the scarlet rot hasn't eaten it away completely. But with the Halig tree as it is, I suppose Mikola must already be. My apologies. Lost myself for a moment there. The information you shared is of great value.
So he's assuming Mikola is dead, which we know because we saw him the moment he died, actually. Which the moment he died is what sets in motion the DLC.
So, the Halig tree. Now,
that being said,
Mikola embedded himself in the Halig tree.
That means the only one we haven't actually talked to him. Oh, and here we are. We already knew that because we went and did the Lord of Blood. So, based on the way these conversations go, the theory would be that you find Melania and the Halig tree. They're expecting you to find Melania and the Halig tree before you find Moog. Which is fair for most players because the only two ways to find Moog are either to do Var's quest, which involves invading people, which many players would not do, many PvE players. Or there is a teleporter, one of those portals, in the consecrated snowfield, which is where you head towards the Halig tree. Which you can assume, based on the lore, since Moog stole Mikola from the Halig tree, that Moog created that portal in the consecrated snowfield once he escaped the Halig tree with Mikola, head back to his dynasty.
As one who aspires to become Elden Lord. Well,
we have nothing else to talk about. You will not talk to us. Which I normally don't do. Normally I miss shit, then he'll actually talk to you forever because it's weird like that. We have Gowry's Bell now, which I can buy all the things I missed from him. There is quite a few. But we'll come to that later. We have it. We just have to do it before ending. For now, the next thing we're going to do, because we can get rid of it now, find the... I think it's this one. The next thing we're going to do is go back down to where we fought Shardbearer Mo. Right here. And if you recall, I found a hidden passageway down here, and it was blocked at the time by a seal that required us to beat Morgoth. And I said we wouldn't come back here probably, but then later I said we might do it anyway because there's a way to keep ourselves from being forced into that ending. Because as I said before, the ending we want to get is the Age of Stars. That's the one we're wanting to get. That's my favorite ending. And in my opinion, it should be the... Here's a guy holding his eyes. Here's a bunch of people holding their eyes in their head. So, these are our hints that this is not a place we want to be if we are of sane mind. There's an item in there and I don't know how to get it. I've never known how to get it. I don't know how to break it. I guess if you use a pot. Oh, there's an enemy here. He's going to kill me. I forgot there were enemies here. I actually forgot there were enemies. I was about to try and see if I could craft a pot. No, we don't get that. That was not the reason I wanted to use my runes, by the way. I just forgot about those guys. Oh, he's dead. There aren't a lot of them, though. Can I craft a pot? That did not go very far. Right, it didn't do what I wanted it to. I don't know how to get that item. We're just gonna have to pretend it's not there. Yellow embers. So everything about this is screaming at... Ow. The enemies we're fighting. People on the ground. I lost my fucking great rune because of that. I wish I remembered how to break these. Will a different pot do it? That's not going. I'm gonna respawn the enemies and try and... There's an armor set. I didn't even know there was an armor set. I just looked into how to break these tents, so I'm gonna play with it and see if I can get it. So apparently it has to be the enemy. And it has to be their fire attack. If I can get him to shoot his fucking flames, that would be great. Or he'll just walk at me menacingly. Hey, we got it. Alright. The other two are of no consequence to me. Don't care. The purple shit is misleading. That one was an armor. Anyway. There's one other thing I really want to get down here. Beyond the cutscene. And another scene. Which we get just by not doing that. This right here is... We made it to the bottom though. This is why we wanted to use our room. Because it is very, very easy to miss my jump. Now, that one was the one I shouldn't have been. I don't think I've ever been. But it happened. I hit the fucking wall instead of the enemy. Oh, there was a dude right here. I didn't even notice him. I knew there was at least one more. Because they're the ones playing the music. Alright, so... Here? Playing music on their fishing poles. The music's gone. Kind of a neat aspect to this area. There's a frenzied cookbook. Okay, so the next part is where it gets tricky. So now that I'm up here, I have to kind of make my way down. Now I missed something down here, and I'm hoping I don't miss it, but I don't remember where it is. So I probably end up missing it. Shit. Too far. I might have been able to just walk off. I honestly don't know, but I needed to go that way rather than the other way. Alright, so this is probably going to take me longer than Millennia, and that's kind of terrifying. Can I drop from here? Yeah, can't I? If I can just ignore the enemies, that would be great. There's no reason for me to fuck with the enemies at this point. I already got the armor set. That was close. That was also close. We're gonna jump over here. That might have been the wrong way. Looks like it was. Fuck, I went over... Man, I don't remember. What do I do? I think I needed to be right there. God damn it. I'm not gonna die, we're just gonna go back. Those of you who have been around, I haven't played a lot of these games. I haven't played a lot of the games with platformers in them, but like even though I grew up on platformers, I am bad at platforming. A game I used to play, for those of you who want to know my history, is a game called Maple Story. I missed. Fuck. I was really hoping I could make that jump. I think I can. But I did not. I was very, very fucking close, though. That way would have been the best way, because it's like right where I needed to be. I just need to not get impatient, because I'll start dying here, and we don't want that. Alright, so... Oh, maybe I can go from here. Can I go from here? Can I just drop off from here? I cannot just drop off, but I think I can jump. Alright. Well, we're getting there slowly but surely. Mechanically, not so much. That's taking a minute, but we're getting there. If I could just drop off from up here, I would. But I'm pretty sure it being like right above what I want fucks me from. Oh, that's not the one I wanted, but that's okay. I should be able to hit that one over there. Oh, thank God. Okay, now here comes the worst part. That was scary. I think that's not what I wanted. I want over there. Oh, right, I am over there. There's an item here, so there's an enemy that I can burn. I don't know where they are, though. There they are. I don't think I need it, though. Pretty sure that item doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna operate under that assumption. Now, we're not done with the jump quest. Well, really... Oh, we are done. Never mind. We are at the end. We got the fingerprint shield, which is an interesting item to collect here. Fingerprint stone shield. Causes madness buildup. A great stone shield with an intricately carved fingerprint design. One of the heaviest of all great shields, part of the tomb of an ancient god of readerless fingers, relayed their message through these imprints, said to be the very seeds from which frenzy first sprouted. Alright, so we're going to go down. That's going to happen. And now we are down here. There's a burnt door. But not only is there a burnt door, there's Hayata.
So you're here as well, are you? I realized as we've talked, I'll be a maiden, and you, surely a lord. Go to the door ahead, after divesting yourself of your possessions.
This is our hint, by the way.
And the three fingers will welcome you.
There wasn't really a hint all the way up to this point.
Find purchase within you.
So originally, I was just going to come up here, and we wouldn't finish the cutscene because you can't force yourself to get the cutscene. She just told us how to open the door.
Go to the door ahead. It will surely.
All right, we're gonna sit down real quick. Did I get this grace and we don't have to do all that again? Because we're not done talking to Hayata. Anyway, I'll show you what I mean. So here's the door. If I just walk up to this door, nothing. But if I take off all my armor, I can now open the door. So, if I had just come down here, if anybody had just come down here, they would wonder how the fuck do they open this door. But that is kind of your FromSoft's way of making sure you can't do it on accident. Now, since we're gonna do the optional boss to use that we would use Miquella's needle at, uh, anyway, uh, since we can, we were gonna do that boss anyway. Not that we have to, we just have to go to the boss. I figure we might as well watch the cutscene, right? Just as a treat. We've done everything we can in the game, minus like Dung Eater and Gold Mask isn't done yet. And I guess we fucked up the Snake quest, but all the other ones we've done them all. Well, and we didn't do Bach, but yeah, we don't need to do Bach. Meet the Three Fingers. They're very skinny and angry and burnt. They also, unlike the other fingers, don't really look like wood. They do, but they don't. They really don't. Though. So this is our only real indicator that what my theory of them being like the roots of the Erd tree doesn't hold weight. Because the rest of the figures really look like wood, even though they're not. This is the only one where it shows you, oh, they're actually not. Now, he disappeared after doing this, so what we're essentially doing in this playthrough is killing the Three Fingers entirely. So that's kind of fun. I am now burnt with fingerprints. There was another Carnist who was burnt with fingerprints that we fought once before, and we can still fight again, named Vike. We know he was the one because he's the one who had the eyeball that we gave to Hyetta. We also have orange eyes now. Now, if we had done this before Melina sacrificed herself, she would not do it, and she would leave us. So we would do the sacrifice ourselves. It would save Melina, but it would change the direction of her story. So I figured we wouldn't do it in Ronnie's ending, and we would do it when we actually do the Frenzied Flame.
The flame of chaos is nestled within you. Could you please rest your hand upon me? Burn me with the flame to make me your maiden. Could you please burn me with the flame?
I don't know how to do that. Hyetta.
Could you please rest your hand upon me? Burn me with the flame.
I don't know how to do that.
Could you please burn me with the...
She wants to be my maiden, but I don't know how to.
Could you please burn me?
I don't know how to do that. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna touch her.
Oh, it burns.
He was way too into that.
My eyes, they're melting. Thank you. I have touched them.
So when we do the Frenzy Flame ending, we will redo Hayata's quest
Allow
line.
me to divine them. All that there is came from the one great. Then came fractures.
Because obviously we want
and
our true
births
maiden for that.
and souls. But the greater will made a mistake. Torment, despair, affliction, every sin, every curse, every one born of the mistake. And so, what was borrowed?
Oh, we do have one other quest line we haven't finished either.
Melted
But
all
two
away
technically.
with the yellow chaos flame.
But that's gonna end
Until
in
all is one
Paramazula.
again. Those who gave me grapes howled without words, saying they wished they were never born. Become their lord, take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, and melt it all away. As the Lord of Chaos, no more fractures, no more birth.
On fire. I think we just killed him. But that's what Frenzy does. Anyway, that steel is actually pretty good. For oh, now she's actually gone. Anyway, so yeah, we're done with that. Now we are locked into the Frenzy Flame ending. Unless we use Miquella's Needle, which we've been taught how to use Miquella's Needle. There was another hint down there on how to use Miquella's Needle. But I think the hint leads you to the boss room. I've never gotten it, so I don't know for sure. But I think that's what it does. Right. This part we are about to run. And run we shall do. We will not stop. We will not fight. We will run. These dragon enemies are not exactly fun. I could fight him. I think he gives me a max level. I don't know if it's somber or normal, but he gives me a smithing stone for plus 25 or plus 10, 15. I don't remember what somber is. I think it's 10. Gives me one of those, which I don't really need. I need one more ancient one for standard, but not really. I kind of do right now because we're about to hit the point where I can buy all of my smithing stones. That's coming very soon. Actually, we're about to run through here and say fuck these guys. Ow. Never mind. That was a lot of fucking damage. I'm surprised he was able to hit me while I was running. We're just going to sit down so that he doesn't come out here. Alright. We're getting through all of the, checkpoints for this. Oh, hey, there's Alexander. If you remember, I did just say we had 2 more quest lines we didn't finish. Alexander and Jarburn. There's the Somber Smithing Miner's Bell Bearing. So that's the last bell bearing for Somber Smithing Stone. I wish the other one was that simple. but it's not missable either. You have to get it. It's the only bell bearing for the standard smithing stones that you have to get. It is not missable if you want to beat the game. I don't know why I'm fighting these things. Probably because this is an easier section than the section right before the boss fight. Bro just fucking shot me. It. The archer's pissing me off. Archers? Cool. Alright, we're done. I'm done. More and more enemies keep appearing. I don't care anymore. Here's the big boy. I don't want to fuck with the big boy. We're just gonna run past the big boy. Oh, the Grace is right here. Yeah, we're just gonna run past. Enemies don't really give us a whole lot anymore, so there's not a whole lot of reason to fuck with them. Because we've hit a point where we've got good farming spots. If we want to get runes, the bosses are giving us a lot of runes. There's just not a lot of point to... I'm not going to fight these guys. Oh, I don't have my armor on. That is a big problem. Yeah, that's actually a major problem. I don't want to go into this boss fight, actually. I don't care about my runes. They were only 6k. I can't believe I was running around without my armor. We're gonna pop this, because why not? Grab my bull helmet, grab my bull armor, grab my bull clothes, grab my bull leg. Yeah. I still don't want to fight those enemies. Reason being, they are the same knights that we fight in Godric's the Stormvale Castle. So they are not fun. Meet the Godskin Duo. That was not cool. Alright. So this fight can be really fucking easy or really annoying. It really depends on how fast I kill one of them. And how much my mimic does. My mimic is really helpful. This will be a very, very easy fight. So you'll notice it's not over even though they're both dead. This boss fight has a special mechanic in that they resurrect. And I think the idea was that you kill them at the same time to finish the fight, but they changed it, for sure, changed it by the time I did it. Well, which would mean they changed it before it went live, I don't know. I know when I did the Godskin Duo, I never did it like that. Because as you notice, their health bar is still going down. So you just have to keep taking them out until they eventually die. And there's our Smithing Stone Minor Bell 4. Which, this is a required fight in order to get to the actual required fight in the area. But now that we have that bell, we can go back to the Table of Lost Grace and level up our weapon. So what I'm gonna do, I need 10 for both weapons of 7. And like 32 total of the 8s. I have 3. So I need 17 more of these. And I need however many I can. I don't have enough money. That's okay. Let's see what I can sell right now, and then we'll play with that. I don't want to go back to the Mogwin Dynasty yet, if I can avoid it, because we're moving so fast, but I also want my weapons maxed out. I'm gonna buff my Claymore. I ran out of money. We will probably go to the Moen Dynasty and farm some money just to be able to knock this out. But that'll be after break. Right. So right now they're doing good damage. Really fucking good damage.
Oh, spinner. Here's my masterpiece to slay a god. That's all I've lived for. And my promise to Queen Marika. But do me a favor and do look after the girl. I can't hold on much longer. I'm going the way of the round table. It was a great honor to smith your weapons during my time here.
Still beating on that
Allow me
sword.
to call you this just once before it ends, my lord. For that is what you are. I've upset the girl. She says that now my chains are broken, I'm free. That if I stay here, I will be ruined with the round table. What use have I for freedom now? I smith weapons to slay a god. I have lived and will die doing so upon this spot. Is there any other way?
If that is what you have desired, I will respect your wishes, dear sir.
I see.
He doesn't have anything else for me. Alright, well, we are going to take our break now. It has been a little over an hour. Alright.